Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Just a quick middle of the day update. Not much movement today. Bitcoin took the weekend off, as it seems. There are much more exciting things that are currently playing out in the market, like, for example, Solana completely escalating. But believe me, there will be more like Solana. Solana is just one of them. Yeah, there will be more. If we really get into a more bullish market, then you will see this everywhere. What I wanted to do here, I also wanted to take a look at not only Bitcoin, but take a look at total market cap. Might be worth doing, because what we want to know is when total market cap breaks above resistance. So it's always worth to keep an eye on that, and also take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Okay, so these are two important charts that we do not want to lose track of. Typically on a Saturday, I take a look at them. And yeah, this is now exciting. I haven't looked at this for a few days, but what we see here on the total market cap chart is that we are here likely currently still in a third wave. I labeled that for our members last weekend, and it's an impulse. Okay, so we had a wave 1 to the upside here into the April highs, a wave 2 to the downside, and we're likely now in a third wave to the upside, which would be massive. And we are likely still in the first wave within that third wave. But the most important factor here that you can see is this wave count was correct. And indeed, we are pushing above the resistance barrier. And we have a new high, yeah, basically since May. So the highest, let's say, highest market cap since May 22. I find that quite impressive. And I mean, yeah, many people are still talking about the bear market, but I think that sort of narrative gets sort of less and less in the focus. But still, people talk about the bear market. But we'll see. I mean, nothing is here for certain. Markets can change. Yeah, conditions can change. The context can always change. So we can always only work with the data we have, and the data that we have available can change. But this is currently looking good. Means new money is coming into the space. Looking at Bitcoin dominance, it's approaching the trend line. So the move up looks somewhat incomplete. I mean, it's done what it needed to do. I shared that one with you, I mean, many months ago, actually. I think when we were up here, we were waiting for a wave 4 down, which happened. We were watching for a wave 5 up, which happened into resistance, actually, into the target area. It got rejected at the 54% level, and yeah, I mean, the subwave structure looks somewhat incomplete. It could still do another high within that circle wave 5, but technically it made a new high in circle wave 5, and market cap isn't really not market cap, but Bitcoin dominance cannot really be used for accurate Elliott Wave counts, but we can use it to track some structures. Okay, it's not a tradable asset, Bitcoin dominance, and therefore it can't really be used with high probability counts or something. But we can use it to track some structures, and it's going to be interesting, because I think if that trend line breaks, it would have the potential to really start an altcoin season. But it could, I would lean towards maybe one more high. The thing is, this move up looks somewhat incomplete, as I said. Could also be that this wave 5 is still hasn't even started, and we are still in wave 4, and we just have some kind of a flat structure. A wave down, overshooting B wave, C wave down, just something to look for. Okay, just highlighting to you here that definitely we have a bit of a decline in Bitcoin dominance, nothing major. So I would still ideally watch for another high, and we're still above the trend line. But a break below the trend line would give us definitely a signal. Now let's take a look at the short-term wave count. Honestly, nothing has changed since the last update. So we still have the situation in which these 5 waves to the upside are basically complete or nearly complete. At present, another high would be favored, but we are pretty much, what are we talking about? We have pretty much done what we need to do. Extensions are always possible. However, Bitcoin has reached the minimum targets. Actually did go a little bit beyond the minimum targets. They were at around 37,600. That's been reached. I can only repeat really what I said earlier. We are basically in a bull run as long as the 27,290 support is holding, which means the risk after reaching minimum targets for a deeper pullback has increased. I'm not telling you it will start now, but I'm definitely watching for it, and we shouldn't be surprised if we get that pullback. Until we see clearer signals for that pullback, which should get into this zone between 27,290 and 32,330. I will use that zone, by the way, to scale in, add to positions. Until we see that pullback, another extension higher is possible in either the blue count and the yellow wave count. In the blue count, we are already in the fifth wave of the first wave. Yeah, and we expect another extension possibly here in another ending diagonal. And in the yellow count, we are still in the fourth wave, but that does look with the latest price action a little less likely. And then the wave 5 in yellow would happen afterwards. Both could take us to, I don't know, 38 to 40K. Overall ideal structures or targets for that fifth wave go all the way up to 43K. We talked about that on the daily chart. Okay, so like the 38.2 to 43K area, that's sort of what the daily chart suggests as ideal target area if we get another extension. And I mean, if we get a break below the last swing low at 35,850, followed by a break below this trend line, I think that would be good confirmation that we are here in this white wave 2. Can't really tell you much more here about BTC. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.